Hello, it's Dr. Rhonda Johnson, and today is Thursday, January 28th, 2021. And today I'm going to be talking about listening, trust, conversations, mistrust, division, and the COVID-19 vaccine. Well, folks, I do a lot of listening. I read a lot. I participate in a lot of webinars, watch a lot of videos, listen to a lot of Clubhouse chats, read a lot of medical journals, read a lot on social media. And I've been in a lot of webinars and do a lot of outreach on COVID and the COVID-19 vaccine. People send me a lot of information too, and they send me all these videos around people who don't believe in the vaccine. And folks, yes, I've watched them. I've watched Riza Islam. I've watched the nurse practitioner Tiffany. I've watched Minister Louis Farrakhan. I've watched videos on YouTube of webinars of physicians and nurses who are opposed to the COVID-19 vaccine, and listening helps me to understand their point of view. Even if it disagrees with my own, I do respect their right to have a different opinion. And so that's what I'm going to be talking about, what I've learned over the course of all this learning. And sometimes it just takes one conversation with someone to change your opinion about something. And I have just made a decision that I am not going to allow a difference of opinion on the COVID-19 vaccine to cause division in my personal life. Not everyone believes in this vaccine. Not everyone is going to take it. Not everyone within my own family is going to take this COVID-19 vaccine. Not every one of my friends, not every one of my colleagues, all my physician colleagues are certainly taking it. But there will be people, plenty of people that I know, there may be people that you know, that exercise their choice not to take this vaccine. And so what I'm asking you is for consideration to not let this issue be one that divides you. We have enough polarization. We have enough division, not only in our land, but in the world. So what are people opposed to? What are some of the reasons? And I'll summarize them, kind of a high-level summary. But the number one explanation that I hear is, I don't trust the government. And sometimes I answer, sometimes I don't. If I do answer, I usually say, well, just remember that the virus doesn't care if you trust the government. This is a personal health issue. This is an infection with this virus, one person at a time. It's a matter of having healthy lungs versus lungs that are damaged by COVID-19. It's a matter sometimes of breathing or dying. And then I just calmly say that I've witnessed the death struggle of a lot of people in my clinical career. And one thing I know for sure, no one is thinking about the government at the moment that they can no longer breathe. The next thing I hear a lot about is it's a new vaccine. We don't know the long-term effects. I understand that. I really do. It makes sense. Anytime you don't know fear and you have fear of the unknown, it's powerful. It's not been that long ago that I remember when people were afraid to use microwaves. People were afraid of the year 2000. Remember all of that Y2K stuff? People were afraid of widescreen TVs at first. So there's always a lot of fear of things we don't think anything about nowadays. So I also tell people, just remember that there are things that you put into your body and onto your body every day that you don't necessarily know the side effects from, like drinking from a plastic cup, that favorite liquor that you sip, or the beer that you drink while watching the football game, or what's in the chips that you snack on. Many people apply a lot of different things to their skin. It's the largest organ of our body. How many people take the time to know what's in the skin products or the hair products that they use? And what about the tap water that we drink, cook, and bathe with? We don't know what's in there. So life is full of things that we don't know much about in our advanced way of living. So I usually say that and keep moving. Another thing that I hear a lot in these conversations is I don't want to be a guinea pig. I don't want to participate in any type of research. And I understand that too. Because face it, whether we want to admit it or not, this big public health emergency, every treatment, everything that we are learning, we're learning in real time. It's the biggest research in a public health emergency that I've ever lived through. And I understand that. So my recommendation is just to follow, try to understand what you can understand. Know that the experts are doing their best to wrap their hands around this and figure out how to manage, treat, and contain this pandemic. And then there's the rumors. There's all these rumors about microchips in the vaccine. Folks, there are no microchips in this vaccine. Luciferase, like it's some type of satanic chemical. It's just a chemical that changes light, like the lightning bugs, the fireflies, found in nature. It's all natural, but it's not in these vaccines. The vaccine can cause infertility. I already talked about that. There's no evidence of that. But there is evidence, it's a fact, that the SARS-CoV-2 virus, the virus that causes COVID-19, has been found in semen fluid of men. And nobody knows what this is going to do in terms of male fertility. So I realize I don't have all these answers. I just listen politely, respect people's point of view. And people have a lot of different opinions. And again, I hope that we will be a tolerant society where we recognize people have different opinions about this vaccine and not use it to divide us. I realize that proof of vaccination is going to be required to get on some international flights. Who knows, maybe domestic flights too. It may be a requirement for school. It may be a requirement for employment in some sectors. We don't know yet. It's just too early to know. But one thing I do know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, is that this virus can take people's breath away. It can cause complications such as damage to the lungs, damage to the function of the heart, the kidneys, the brain, the blood vessels, and for many, many people, it's a matter of life and death. That I know for sure. So that's my message today. I hope that you will have some tolerance as you're in conversations. Everybody's talking about this vaccine. So have a blessed day. My views are my own. My opinions are my own. And stay safe and have a blessed day.